ending a barbaric practice and waiting in Iran. It's 5 and 10 from Skywatch TV. 5 things you need to know in about 10 minutes for Tuesday, January 27th, 2026. I'm Derek Gilbert. If you would, please take a moment to subscribe to 5 and 10. You'll find us at Telegram, our Telegram channel there. Also on YouTube at 5 in 10 and on X at 5_in_10. Item number 5 today, Minnesota. Engineered chaos on the streets there, and a really good analysis of what's going on at the Last Refuge blog. Excellent, always deep dives into what's going on in the world. Concludes it's not a coincidence that the protests there erupted just after independent journalist Nick Shirley and his investigator David Hoke revealed the billions of dollars of welfare and Medicaid fraud. According to the Last Refuge, Governor Tim Walz and Mayor Jacob Frey are part of a criminal syndicate with the entire region engaged in money laundering and financial fraud. State and local political leadership allegedly involved. Local Minneapolis police allegedly involved. Minneapolis municipal leaders allegedly involved. A large and dedicated segment of the migrant population allegedly involved. Corrupt justices, officers of the court allegedly involved. Public and private sector agencies basically engaged in fraudulent exploitation of benefits, allegedly. Community activists, the foot soldier communists on the streets are engaged in the process of using civil unrest as a distraction. Don't look over here, look at what's happening on the streets. It was the ease and the ability to commit this kind of fraud that attracted the Somali migrants in the first place. These people came for the money. ICE coming to arrest the aliens is what prompted the unrest on the streets. Again, this according to the Last Refuge blog. Now, President Trump, in trying to deal with this, as I said yesterday, on Sunday night, announced on Truth Social that his border czar, Tom Homan, was going to Minnesota to take the reins of the on-the-ground operations. Greg Bovino, the head of Customs and Border Patrol, being allowed to return to his duties of overseeing the entire national operations. Trump also announcing that a major investigation is beginning regarding the $20 billion plus welfare fraud that has been taking place in Minnesota. Now, Trump also had phone calls yesterday with Governor Walz and Mayor Frey. Trump saying that they were good calls, productive calls. And it's interesting to note that last night, Monday night in Minneapolis, for the first time, Minnesota State Patrol got out on the streets and assisted the ICE officers and basically controlling the crowd so that ICE officers could focus on what they are trained to do, which is to apprehend and detain people who are suspected of being in the country illegally. Bottom line here is that things continue to get spicy in Minnesota, but one of the things that we do need to discuss is how we approach this, because it's very easy since 2020 and the summer of George Floyd. The death of Alex Preddy Saturday in Minnesota has divided the country like almost no other single event. The videos of the Customs and Border Patrol officers shooting Preddy after discovering that he had a gun on his person, and what appears to be, according to one of the angles, the gun accidentally discharging after it had been removed from Preddy's holster by an officer. It looks awful, and people who aren't looking for the accidental discharge, and again, that Sig Sauer P320 has a reputation for negligent or accidental discharges, see what appears to be a shooting in cold blood. And there are people with genuinely good hearts who are coming to that conclusion and assuming now that this is what ICE officers are on the streets to do. We disagree, of course, but if we allow this to completely divide us, if we look at this at this incident as one more opportunity to politicize things and cheer for our team against the other team, the country will be hopelessly divided. And my fear is that's the direction the country is going, because there are principalities and powers behind the scenes, and they're human agents who benefit from the chaos. And that is what they want for this nation. My prayer is that we can rise above this, but it will take a lot of prayer and perhaps having to check our natural impulses. And I'm speaking for myself here, especially on social media, where it's very easy to get into an us versus them mentality. And that is the trap that the enemy, the principalities and powers behind the scenes, want us to fall into. Item number 4 today, we are waiting on what may happen in Iran. It is reported now that Ayatollah Khamenei is in a fortified bunker somewhere underneath Tehran. The United States has many assets within striking distance of Iran at this point. It was reported early this morning, Tuesday morning, that there was an explosion at the Parchin nuclear facility. This was confirmed by the IRGC, but they blamed the explosion on a missile test. We will see, and we continue to watch. Item number 3 today, science. Good news from Washington, D.C. The Trump administration is going to put a stop to the practice of using fetal tissue from aborted babies for science experiments, effective immediately. The National Institutes of Health will no longer fund research using fetal tissue from aborted babies. This policy applies to all NIH grants, cooperative agreements, transaction awards, research and development contracts, and the NIH Intramural Research Program. This is good news and a big win for the pro-life movement, so congratulations to the Trump administration for moving forward in this regard. There is new technology out there that allows for modeling human health and disease without this morally repugnant research. We voted for this. Item number 2 today, archaeology is cool. Back in 2016, Islamic State terrorists entered the palace of King Sennacherib, the well-known king from ancient Assyria who besieged Jerusalem until the Lord sent an angel that killed most of his army. This palace located in Mosul, Iraq, and the ISIS fighters went in, smashed all the artifacts. They're pagan, they must go. Well, sadly, those sculptures had really been a benefit to archaeologists to help understand the ancient world and to compare biblical information on Sennacherib with these historical sources. Among the treasures broken was a slab of stone from Sennacherib's throne room, which years ago scholars had concluded depicted the Assyrian siege of the Philistine city of El-Teka. But new research analyzing photographs of the now destroyed artifact showed that this bas-relief actually shows Jerusalem, which would make it the oldest known depiction of the city. This goes back to the 7th century BC. Until this research, it was believed that the Madaba map, which is a mosaic on the floor of a 6th century AD Byzantine church in Madaba, Jordan, was the oldest depiction of Jerusalem. This would push that back by about 1,200 years. And of course, thanks to ISIS now, all we have are the photographs, but even so, archaeologists were able to take those and work with them. And we say again, archaeology is cool. Coming up, you will never guess why Winter Storm Fern just crossed the United States. You thought you heard all the good conspiracy theories? This is a doozy. Coming up next on 5 and 10.
When you order the new book, My Crazy Life, The Moments That Brought a Gangster to Grace by Mondo de la Vega, we're going to send it to you as our gift for your donation of only $25 or more, which includes free shipping to all U.S. addresses. So again, for your donation of only $25 or more, you'll receive My Crazy Life with free shipping to all U.S. addresses, and you'll be helping Skywatch TV continue reaching the world with the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can scan the QR code on your screen using the camera app on your phone for instant access to this special opportunity. You can also visit us at skywatchtvstore.com or call 1-844-750-4985 and ask for My Crazy Life right now.
Item number one today, and hat tip to our daughter Nicole, who put me onto this last night. This is a new one. You know why Winter Storm Fern popped up and spread ice and snow across the United States from New Mexico to Maine? It's because, according to Google Earth, Leviathan is waking up off the coast of Carolinas. And the winter storm was to freeze Leviathan and put it back to sleep. You can see the photos here. Again, according to this theory, Leviathan was thawing out and waking up and was about to start chomping down on the East Coast, I guess. But thanks to the Winter Storm Fern, Leviathan has now been subdued once again, sedated, put back to sleep. No, this is just a geological feature. And besides, if you read the Bible, Leviathan has multiple heads, 7 to be precise, not just one. So nothing to fear. East Coast, Leviathan is not waiting offshore for global warming to allow it to rise to the surface. This week on Skywatch TV, we continue our discussion with our good friend Mondo de la Vega. He is the author of the book, My Crazy Life, and his life certainly has been crazy, but it's an illustration of how the Holy Spirit and how the gospel of Jesus Christ can pull anyone from any situation and offer redemption. Mondo grew up in Los Angeles as a gangbanger and fully expected not to survive past the age of 18. But here he is today, a husband, a father, a minister of the gospel, host of the Mondo Show, which is syndicated around the country. And it is our honor to have him as this week's guest on Skywatch TV. Don't miss the program. You can watch it right now at skywatchtv.com. Over the air, our broadcast schedule posted for your convenience at skywatchtv.com/channels. You can watch it on your schedule by adding the Skywatch TV channel to your smart TV or set-top box. Just go to the App Store for your device, add the Skywatch TV channel, and we'll be ready whenever you are. You can watch us on the internet as well. YouTube.com/@Skywatch Television. Please subscribe, share, click the bell for notifications, hit the like button, add your comments below, and rumble.com/Skywatch TV, or add the Skywatch TV mobile app to your smartphone or tablet. It is free and available for iOS, Android, and Amazon Kindle Fire devices. And we've got links to their app stores at skywatchtv.com/app. 5 and 10 online. Follow the 5 and 10 channel on Telegram, youtube.com/@5and10. Subscribe, share, click the bell for notifications, hit the like button, and X at 5_in_10. Thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert. This is 5 and 10 from Skywatch TV.